It's time for the N.A.M. podcast, featuring your host, Neal Anderson.
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. It's the Neal Anderson podcast. I got Drew here. He let me come over to his house tonight and just hang out, and we're just sitting here just kind of chilling, and I don't know what we're going to get into tonight.
Pork steaks and sticky buns, bro.
Pork steaks, that's the episode name right there, pork steaks and sticky buns. So the reason we say that is because Drew made up these awesome pork steaks that he gets from
Miller's in Clyde, Ohio.
Miller's, brought to you by Miller's. All right, you owe us $50. No, I'm just kidding.
70.
Anyway, and then my brother made some homemade cinnamon rolls, and I had to bake it, but he made it all up, and he's like, just stick it in the oven, and I did the thing, and man, are they good. So,
That's what
and I brought him over one, so a little treat for Drew. Anyway.
And let it be known that I am starting a diet today.
And I did not know that. And I brought him over this like giant, like a Cinnabon sized sticky bun.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Size of your head. I got a big head.
That's what she said. Hey, Michael Scott, yeah. Gotta do it. Scotcha.
Scott him.
Oh, man, that should be like our new saying, Scotcha.
Like, wow, you drink a lot of scotch?
No.
Sorry.
You don't get it. It's an Office reference. Anyway.
Oh, you're one of those people.
Yeah. You're not?
So somebody put on The Good Book today. I don't know why Comedy Central plays Seinfeld and The Office all the time. They need to take those off the air. They're the worst TV shows ever.
Who said that?
It shall be renamed.
We shall not say.
I'm not going to say it.
But that is just, blasphemy.
Blasphemy maybe stretching it, but who doesn't?
True.
Who can say that? Honestly. Honestly,
it is.
Can you put your head down on the pillow at night?
I can see there's people who don't like some stuff, but I'm just saying you can't watch that for a couple episodes and not get hooked. So
it's true.
Somebody's dinging or ringing. It's me.
Please silence all phones.
Please silence all phones during the show. Okay, there was a bird that was chiming in. I've silenced it and put it away into my pocket.
Nevermore.
Remember when Andy had his phone and he's in the play? It's going off.
I just watched a bunch of episodes this past week.
That's funny stuff. Anyway, for those of you just tuning in, we're over at Drew's house. We're hanging out. We're, doing our thing. Chicken wing.
Dog's doing his thing.
He's actually chill tonight.
He is.
Old Bruno. That's good. So
most of the time he's ready to just bite your neck out. At
bite
a moment's notice.
Yeah. No.
Come on, man.
Attack dog.
It's attack dog.
He's like that dog off Sandlot.
Right. What the hell? Stand By Me, Chopper.
No, he really is. He isn't he the same breed as like the Sandlot dog? Is it mastiff?
Yeah, he's King Corso. So.
Oh, King Corso.
Italiano.
Yes. That's why he's so handsome. Look at him.
Debonair.
He's looking over.
It's the accent.
Like, hey, what are you saying to me? I am Russian.
Maybe a little French too.
Yeah. Or Greek. Mykonos.
We're almost there.
We're almost there.
Jump across the sea.
I'm working on my accent.
Get to the boot.
I want to go to Europe and have an accent for every country that I go to so I can fit in and I don't look like a tourist. So
Right. Like, what the hell is wrong with this guy?
Kind of like when Dwight has a wig for everybody in the office. I'm just on this Office Seinfeld kick right now.
I'm going to have to take responsibility for that. I apologize.
I know. I'm going to be like copyrighted.
Knows.
I can't.
Right, we can't put
I
this
won't
out.
be able to air this at all.
This is 85% quotes.
Yeah. You're just taking our lines, putting it on your podcast.
You put it on there and all you get is brought to you by Miller's. Clyde.
Thank you for your pork steaks. Delicious.
Yeah, good. They got the good meats. Mm-hmm. And the rotisserie chickens. Tell you what.
And they got all sides for them. Mm-hmm. I tell you.
What? It's a grocery store.
Oh, sure.
You can get any side you want.
Yeah.
You can get another chicken.
You get another chicken.
Oh, you want some
Why
steak?
stop at one? Get two.
Maybe a little Cool Whip.
Whip.
This is brought to you by Cool Whip.
Whip.
Wheatons.
Oh, my gosh. So, we got to practice this week. Are we going to practice this week?
I'll be able to make it tomorrow, but I'm going to be late.
Oh, he says he's going to be late. That's okay. We'll wait for you.
Oh, don't wait. Get her going.
Okay.
Get her strong.
You want to walk in just mid?
I'm just going to walk in and start singing.
Yeah, okay. I like it.
All Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, I like it. That's the singer style right there.
Feeling very...
My mic better be on and checked.
No, don't check it. I don't want anybody breathing on it.
Okay. Ixnay on the check, eh? Just set it to what it was before.
Well, hey, it's checked. Be like, what?
And
Oh,
and then he
God.
breathes into it and it feeds back. And he yells at us like a dragon. No, he doesn't.
That's what I do.
Oh, no, we were just having a conversation earlier about how he doesn't want to sing a few songs that I want him to sing because of there's some choice words in there or whatever it may be, and I respect him for that because I said I'd just sing it. I don't even care.
I said that's the fundamental difference between us. We're alike in a lot of ways.
Oh my gosh. There is some couth just be gone.
Couthless.
Couthless on stage.
Total and utter lack of couth.
Couth.
What's wrong? Where did that word go?
I don't know. It's a good one. I use it because I think my grandpa always used it.
It's spelled couth, right?
Him, and he said broads all the time too. Like the first time he ever met my wife, he goes, "Who's this broad?" And my aunt, "Dad, you don't say that. What, broads?" He goes, "Well, what the hell you call them then?"
I now pronounce you man and broad. You may kiss the
My
broad.
gosh. And my grandpa was like a business professor, and he owned his own realty company, and he had this like huge building, and like there's this dentist office also that he owned off of it, and the dentist, he rented it off of him, type of thing, and they'd always drink scotch together and smoke cigars, and my grandma, "Go get your grandpa, it's time to go to dinner."
Where is he?
I love it.
With the dentist.
He's over at the dentist. He's right next door to the house.
Say,
It was like a complex. It was like,
Harold, you want to switch it real quick? I'll go in there, take over for you. You come in, take over for me.
no. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, you want to sell some real estate while I pull some teeth?
Hell yeah.
That's the Scotch conversation they're having. Oh, man, my grandparents' house, so you should have seen that thing. It was just, that thing was huge. Oh, my gosh. 4 stories. I think they turned it into like 3 or 4 different apartments. Somebody bought it and turned it into a bunch of apartments. One of those
This wasn't
giant.
a house. This was an estate
Yeah, it was huge.
or a fortress.
It was like 4,200 square feet, man.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
Nice.
nice. I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it was like a 5-bedroom, 4-bath, 4.5 bath, or something like that.
Situated on 8,000 acres.
It was in the middle of town. It was like,
Oh. No, right in the middle of town.
Yeah, it was. You can actually.
yeah.
It was in Pennsylvania. Sorry, Clearfield, Pennsylvania, and you can actually go to. I think it's Booking.com or any of those things, and it's called the Second Street Suite, and that's like the second floor. And the Second Street Suite is actually. It used to be just like a room that my grandpa added there, and he had like a deck off the back, and he actually put a kitchen upstairs so my grandma wouldn't have to take anything upstairs from the first floor kitchen, so he just added another kitchen on the second floor.
It's brilliant.
So every closet had a heater in it, so where your clothes were warm.
That's thinking.
Yes. It had the intercom system and all that stuff all the way through.
Is this Howard Hughes?
Oh my gosh, it was a cool place, man.
Sounds like it.
And yeah, the basement, he had like a corner booth, like a giant corner booth you'd see in a restaurant, like with, all this woodwork built into it. I mean, it was nice. And a full bar and another kitchen downstairs in the basement. There's 3 kitchens in the place.
Yeah,
so,
sandwiches.
They had all the buffet stuff, and they'd have parties all the time. And like the basement, it was like one of them 70s basements where like the pool table was up top, and then they had like that lounge thing where it kind of went down,
Sunk down in.
Yeah, and then you had like the bar. You had like a big long bar on the side. I mean, it was so cool. And in the back, I mean, there's like a back room and a big fireplace. So, I mean, it was the hangout, man.
I was like the sunken room.
Yeah, it was so cool, man. I loved that place. I spent so much time there. I think they sold it when I was like 6 or 7, but I remember that stuff just vividly, like all of that stuff. We played so much hide and go seek in that house.
Oh my god,
it's kind of like Kevin's house.
I could imagine,
in a way.
Right? We need to drive there, dude.
Yeah.
We need to drive there and be like, hey, this used to be my grandma's house. You mind if we take a door slams in your face?
Yeah, well,
like,
you wouldn't even be able to know what it was because they chopped it all up into so many different apartments and stuff. And like when you walked in, like the dentist's office was like off to the side, and when you walked in the back door, it was kind of like right there off to the side of it. And when you walked in, kind of the back door where this giant parking lot was, because the realty office was just off to the side, and there was a dentist office, and then there was the house.
We are painting quite the picture for listening,
and
I can see the hand movements.
Yeah, I'm trying with my words too. But when you walked in, it was like this big, like it was like a kind of like a marble-esque floor and like a spiral staircase that went up.
Swank.
Yeah, and like he had a mirror at every exit, so you could look at yourself just to make sure you looked good before you walked out the door.
Right, quick preen.
Yep. It was just he was like meticulous about weird stuff like that, but the dude, I mean, he was pretty awesome, man. So
it sounds like it, man.
Yeah, but like when you're like 10 years old and he's like, hey, you know how to use the phone book? I'm like, yes, Grandpa, I know how to use the phone book. All right, this is what you do. And then he just starts explaining it to you. You're like, okay, I'm just gonna, hey, I think your grandma made a pie. Go in there and get it. He loves sweets too, man. It was one of those where he would wake you up at like 2 a.m. Hey, there's ice cream in the freezer. And we'd eat the whole quart of ice cream, just me and him just sitting there. He'd love ice cream. He'd have ice cream socials all the time. He'd have to do that stuff.
Intolerant.
Oh, my God. He was such a, yeah.
Grandpa, I shouldn't be eating this. Eat it, boy.
Eat it, boy. He didn't care. There's cookies. There's chocolate. Every time you got there, there's chocolate milk in the fridge. Grandma's making cookies all the time, man. It was the greatest.
That thick chocolate milk.
Oh, yes. The good stuff.
Like
they had
McDonald's
it delivered
milkshake.
from a milkman delivered to their house. That's how
already
old,
chocolatized?
Like, yes. It was old school, man. Old school. Like, in the cart with the can, and it had the ice in it. And it was just,
Walks up in the white.
Yeah. In the...
Milkman!
Milkman, yeah. Yeah. Oh, now he's getting into Chappelle Show references. Now we're going to have to owe them money.
We can't even talk about that.
I know, right? We're getting sued.
But there is no bad publicity, right?
I'm just sitting here babbling on about my grandpa, but yeah, it was a cool. He actually owned all this land where they built a McDonald's, and he sold the land to McDonald's for them, because we all seen that movie. What was it? With Ray Croft or whatever?
Supersize Me?
No, no,
No,
with Michael
I know what
Keaton.
you're talking about.
He plays. the guy who did McDonald's.
Yeah,
and
right.
and in the movie they show how they just started basically buying up real estate in a bunch of areas so they could just build the building, and then you would sell the franchise and you would own the real estate. So that way, if you own the real estate, you could tell the franchisee basically what to do and how to run it. Otherwise, I'm going to take it away from you because I own the real estate. You know what I mean?
Brilliant.
It is brilliant.
Only in America.
But it keeps the only reason I think he did it because you're running into a problem with quality control and you're getting people that weren't doing it well. And if you have that, you have quality control, man.
Well, what happened? Did they sell the
I don't know.
the land too?
I mean, you go to every McDonald's and it sucks the same, man. It's great, you know.
I want it the same everywhere.
I mean, it does taste the same though. Like you get a McDouble and it tastes like a McDouble in here, and it tastes like a McDouble in West Virginia or California. It all tastes the same.
This one tastes like possum.
Yeah. I think it's got a little. So yeah, that's what they did. And so my grandpa owned some land out there, and he ended up selling it to McDonald's for like a lot of money.
Oh, imagine if he had it now and they wanted to put a McDonald's there.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
He owned so much land out there and sold it to different places.
There are 18 McDonald's.
Yeah, I can just imagine if we just had the money from all that, from when he did all that. It's just crazy. I think it was the second McDonald's in town, or they were just moving over to that location type of thing. No, maybe like as big as Fremont or Tiffin or something. You know, it wasn't. It was.
They could have another McDonald's.
Yeah, they can have one or two, but
gotcha.
Yeah, you're not gonna go out to 3. Whew, you're pushing it. That must be like a gas station McDonald's or something.
Used to be a Subway.
Used to be Subway. Now it's Hardee's. It's not even a Hardee's yet. What? Speaking of that,
Where's Hardee's?
there's a Hardee's in Clyde. That's not a Hardee's yet, and I'm wanting to know why it's not a Hardee's because I want my mushroom Swiss burger.
Yep. There's a Hardee's in Clyde.
Yes, they're supposed to be.
I work in Clyde.
They're supposed to be at that new gas station.
Oh, a gas station Hardee's?
At that new gas station.
Yeah.
On 20, right up the road.
I've never been there either, but I know what you're talking.
You kind of go the other way, so you never really would drive past that. But if you drove
going to the credit union.
Yeah, past the credit union.
Right.
Yeah, right there. The new gas station they built right there. So, they put a Hardee's in, and the Hardee's sign's been up, and the windows are in, and all this stuff's in, and the sign's up, and you're thinking, hey, they're open, and you look in, and there's just like ladders and things in there. You're like, people gonna like, come on, man, open this thing up. You know how bad I've wanted Hardee's? We used to have Hardee's in Tiffin.
Oh, yeah.
And we used to get that all the time, and then it left, and then I could never find a Hardee's. I remember being in Indianapolis with Chase one time, and we were coming back from a Chevelle concert, and we were so hungry, and we thought we found a Hardee's. It was this time
It was a Carl's Jr.
I think it was like, no, but it was like at like 11, 12 o'clock at night, and then we were coming home from Indianapolis, and we were like, oh, I think we found one on GPS, and we go there, and it said it was open, and it wasn't open. We were so disappointed, and we had to settle for Taco Bell, and it was not a good. I mean, it was a good night, and it was a crazy night. But anyway,
You should have kicked that door in.
I know, but I think it's been 18 years since I've had Hardee's.
I was going to say the same thing, and then this past October, I went out to Florida, and on my way back in Georgia, that's right.
Did you have a Carl's Jr.?
It was Hardee's, dude.
But still, it's the same damn thing. It's like Checkers and Rallies.
Right, but they don't call it a Carl's Jr.
I know,
Hardee's.
but I know, but it's kind of the same
No,
thing.
I had a monster Swiss burger.
Oh my gosh, yes. I know.
Honestly, not as good as I remembered it, but still pretty good.
Pretty good.
Although at that time, everything was good.
If you know what I mean.
Everything was good.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. So, but yeah, man, bring back Hardee's. Oh my gosh.
For the love of God. You know what else I'd like to see go in here in Tiffin with the other 87 restaurants?
What's that?
Chick-fil-A.
If you had a Chick-fil-A in Fremont or Tiffin, there'd be a line.
To Fremont or Tiffin.
To Fremont or Tiffin,
Oh.
yes.
God, that's good.
53 would be like a block of just.
They got the news chopper up there.
About this? Let's put our money together. I'm starting to GoFundMe people. Fund me for the Chick-fil-A, and I'll start one. And me and Drew own it. And
you guys are franchisees,
but we have to work it for a year. I think.
No affiliation.
I think that's the thing with Chick-fil-A. You have to work at a Chick-fil-A for a year in order to get a franchise or do a franchise.
Oh, because they want you to know what's up.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
So, I better get to work.
You mean we can't just start it up and everybody's going to be right on?
Right. How about I just pay for it and I get people that worked a year to work it? I don't want to work. I just want to watch and make money.
Now, this is in Dave's name. Dave bought this.
Dave bought this.
You know you didn't buy this, Dave.
Dave, you keep your mouth shut. Blackmail Dave. Dave's a 15-year-old boy that we hired that's been working for a year since he's been 14. Guys, I don't know about this. And we're like, shut up, Dave, keep your mouth shut. Okay, I guess I just bought a Chick-fil-A. Oh my God.
My mom's gonna kill me.
My voice hasn't even changed yet.
Oh, God. The stress already.
Oh, I love it.
All of Dave's hair falls out by the time he's 15.
Yeah, and that's what makes him look older. That's why we say Dave owns it.
Right, he ends up looking like Dave from Wendy's. Not even 20 yet.
Yeah, he's 30. He's totally gray, wearing suspenders.
My God.
Hey, boys.
It's a living.
It's me, Dave.
Why did you start talking like you're from 1930, Dave?
Because that's what happens when you get old like me.
You got to back up, Bruno.
It becomes a privilege when you get old.
Right. Why do people try to hide it? Embrace that.
That's definitely how I'm going to talk to people when I get older.
Right. Hey,
well, hello there, son.
So where's
I'd like to sit you down and tell you a story.
Get comfy.
Back in my day, we used to cure that with a good old nail ear.
What?
A nail ear.
An alien?
Yeah. You put a nail in your ear.
They did have some good treatments back then.
It takes away the pain for what the other pain is because you're thinking about your ear then.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. Nail ear. And you're thinking about the tetanus. A tetanus, I see. Sorry, my voice got a little weird there.
Pay no heed to that tetanus.
Pay no heed. Oh, my God.
Jaw locking up, is it? Nah.
Speaking of no heed.
You're a pussy, kid. Tighten up.
Tighten up. Oh, my gosh.
That's the lockjaw.
You see, this is what happens when it's just two people sitting here, and we don't have a third person to like wrangle us in. So we're getting off in tangents here today, people. So I like it.
Yeah,
I like where this is going.
I'll take the wheel.
Oh wait,
Wake up.
This is what I need. Tell us the story about how you got Bruno.
All right. Well, I want to start off by saying, do not think any less of me than you may already do. This is unbeknownst to me how this went down until it happened. So, looking for a dog. Girls were like, or Ayla was like, I found a Cane Corso on Hoobly. And if anybody, you know what Hoobly is.
I do not know what Hoobly is, but
it's a website.
Like,
and apparently you don't buy dogs off of it.
Oh, it's one of those.
But they got any kind of dog you want.
It's like finding a dog on Tinder or something.
Tinder dog. Right?
I got a Tinder dog.
Ooh, I swipe right on this one.
Swiping right on this dog.
What the hell's up with that dog?
Anyway, okay, so
Chinese
he got a wish dog, basically.
Right. He's actually an Amazon dog.
Yeah. Okay.
But he kind of in first.
No, but Bruno is a great dog. But yeah.
Okay. So we're driving. And right before we left, I got in contact with somebody else, like the exact opposite way of we were driving. And they're like, no, I got somebody coming to pick her up. And that's the dog that I really, really wanted. But we take off and we're heading up there, and the whole time I'm driving up there looking back and like, all right, girls, don't fall in love with it. We're just gonna go check it out. Oh, we know, Dad, we know. And they go, all right. So, and I mentioned this a few times. Finally,
How old are your girls in the back seat?
Oh, well, Bruno's 4, 9 and 10.
Yeah, okay. There you go. So he's got a 9 and 10-year-old. He's traveling to Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
To get a dog off of a sketchy website. Go.
Unbeknownst to me.
Yes. He didn't know about the sketch. He just thought he was getting a dog. He didn't know about the sketchiness until after the fact. Okay. And go.
So we're driving up, and the guy sends a message. He's like, hey, before you get there, give me a call first so I can be down there waiting for you. And I'm like, all right. And so we're driving in, and it's not terrible. I mean, it ain't great.
It's not a great pace in there. Yeah.
I get to the address, and I forget to call the guy first. And I get there, and then I call him. And then he's like, all right, where you at? And I was like, I'm out front. He's like, oh, man, I thought you were going to give me a minute. Like, well, we're here. He's like, all right, I'll be down. So we're sitting out there waiting for like 5 minutes. This dude comes walking around from out back. He's like, all right, come on. So we walk around out back and start walking upstairs out of the back. There's a duplex there. Mm-hmm. And man, I'm walking up these steps, and I'm just like, I've got my children with me.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I'm like, all right, girls, don't touch anything. We get up there. And we walk into and it's just a kitchen. It's like white tile. Well, it's supposed to be white tile floor. And there are 3 puppies, and he's sitting there with like a towel, just rubbing his foot around, like he's sopping everything up. I mean, it's just a piss rag.
Oh, so it's just poop and pee everywhere on the floor.
Oh my
everywhere,
Lord.
Just gross. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, it was gross. And then all this sudden, this big dog come running up on the other side of this archway. All right, well, no, that's cool. That's the mom.
Yeah. Oh, great.
Oh,
thanks.
all right.
Mama bear.
There ain't nothing in this place. Nothing but a mattress and 3 puppies and a dog.
And poop and pee.
So much.
And it smells like ammonia and poo.
Yeah,
And grossness.
So,
and he's got his 9 and 10-year-old daughter with him.
And they see Bruno. He's the biggest one. And I guess the story, he said there was like 8 in the litter.
Uh-huh.
And Bruno was the biggest one left. And he was not really all that big.
Uh-huh.
So I just felt so bad. I was like, I wish I could have taken them all to get them the hell out of there. But so, well, okay, I'm getting this one. Paid the dude. Was like, hey, you mind if I take him down to go outside before I take him away? He's like, yeah, you can take him down. I don't know how he'll do, though. He's never been outside. That poor son bitch been sitting up there in that place just pissing and
pooping
everywhere.
For how many weeks?
7 is what he told me.
7 weeks.
But he's a tiny little dog. So I don't know. That thing.
God.
And he's like, yeah, I was going to get this cash to go buy food for the other ones. I'm thinking, man, I just didn't want him to be bait. Like I said, I wish I could have.
This is what you get when you get these dog breeders doing this stuff, and this is animal cruelty when that happens, man.
Oh, and this dude wanted to get into
right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. These wannabes wanting to get into it, and they get their dog pregnant, or this happens, and then it's oh my god.
That's what I think just happened.
Yeah, I know. Anyway.
Yeah, but yeah. So we got the dog, threw him in the car, and I was like, all right, don't touch him. I mean, he just smelled like piss.
Yeah.
It was bad. Get him home, put him in the sink. Oh, it turned yellowish brown.
Yeah.
Like, it was terrible.
Just got it all off, and he probably felt amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's why he loves us so much.
Well, and he's been a pain in the ass ever since.
Well, yeah. He's an attention whore.
He is, man.
He is. And he's so big. I mean, what is he, like 120 pounds?
Yeah, he'd be like 100 pounds.
Yeah, but still, that's a big dog.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's just muscle.
Yeah.
And he's kind of chubby now. He might be getting up to
his head is huge.
Look at him. He's up. He's like, you talking about me like that?
Yeah, he hears us.
I'm right here. Guys, laying on the floor.
And I'm a dog. I hear like 10 times better than you people.
Insensitive pricks.
Insensitive. Yeah. Yeah, here he comes. Oh, here he is. Wiggity wagging. Anyway, well, I think this is about time for us to stop. And I just want to say thanks again, Drew, for let me come over and hang out and doing this.
Anytime.
We always love having you on the show. And
always a blast.
Yeah. And check out Soul Pilot online.
Oh, don't forget to buy your pork steaks at Miller's and Clyde.
That's right. Buy your pork steaks at Miller's and Clyde, folks.
$140.
140. All right. Anyway, we just want to say thank you for our listening, and we love you. Goodbye.